In this video, we will have a look at my P2P Lending portfolio performance in February. The data presented today will show you how the portfolio is currently performing. I will also tell you about platforms where I'm facing cash drag so you can potentially increase your return. Keep in mind that this video is no investment advice. P2P lending is risky and you might lose your money. You can lower the risk by monitoring the industry and subscribing to our YouTube channel. In this table, you can see the outstanding portfolio amounts as of the end of February. There have been a few changes compared to the previous month, so let's give you a quick update. On February, the outstanding portfolio amount decreased due to uninvested funds in my account. I managed to keep my funds invested throughout most of the month. However, as I was exporting the portfolio data, the funds were not invested, hence the decrease in the outstanding amount. Remember that the data in this video is a snapshot of the actual interest generating portfolio at a specific time. Any uninvested amounts at the time of data collection are not considered part of the portfolio. That's just a side note worth mentioning. Like every month, February continues refunding investors who have investments in Ukraine. Outside of that, the loan availability seems to be similar to the previous month. If you're considering deploying a large amount of funds, it may be challenging. The loan availability on CrowdPeer seems to be somewhat better given the smaller amount of investors. There is almost always at least one project being funded, whereas on February, most of the loans are always sold out. There has not been much change on Estate Guru last month. The returned funds from well-performing loans have not been redeployed, which led to a decrease in the outstanding portfolio amount. Last month, we also had an in-depth discussion with the CEO at Estate Guru covering the current situation and its portfolio quality. While the loans issued in 2023 show a better performance, I have a hard time investing on the platform, given the fact that some of the other platforms in the industry handled critical events much better. The problem with Estate Guru is that they always like to present themselves in a good light. Even when I visited the platform in early 2022, the management looked like they knew what they were doing. It turned out they didn't, as the loans started defaulting 6 months later. Not everything can be blamed on the macroeconomic environment. The risk management was simply not good enough. While I hope Estate Guru learned from their mistakes, only time will tell how much effort they are willing to put into recovering loans, which is much slower than initially anticipated. You can watch a brief summary of our latest interview here. On Robocash, I just redeployed the return principal, which slightly increased the outstanding portfolio amount. But the loan availability on Esketit is also not very good. I managed to deploy some funds last month, increasing the portfolio value on the platform. We also had an interview with the CEO a few weeks ago discussing the investment opportunities planned for this year, and you can watch it here. On Fintown, I invested some funds into the latest rental project, which should start its operation in the next few weeks. CrowdPeer continues performing as expected, and on Lande, I did not redeploy the returned funds, which decreased the portfolio amount. At the end of February, the outstanding portfolio amount was €80,113, 2.19% higher than in January. This portfolio generated €655 in interest, 14% less than in the previous month. Most of the funds are diversified across 3 platforms: Peerberry, Esketit, and Robocash. The stake in Fintown and Esketit increased last month, while the investments on Lande and Estate Guru decreased. It's the first month where the outstanding amount on Fintown surpassed the investments on Estate Guru. Regarding the loan status, almost 81% of the loans are current, 8% are late, and 8% defaulted. The default rate decreased while the amount of late loans increased. What has decreased are also the funds in recovery, which represent the war-affected loans on Peerberry. This amount decreased by another 6%. Regarding the loan type, most of the loans are commercial loans, followed by short-term loans, real estate loans, and rental projects. Most of the loans are issued in Lithuania, Singapore, and the Czech Republic. Most of the portfolio remains unsecured, backed by a buyback and group guarantee. A mortgage or machinery secures the rest. The unsecured portion of the portfolio performs much better than the secured loans, which come with the highest default rate. To summarize this portfolio update, the average investment per loan in February was €126, and the weighted average interest rate remained at 11%. The portfolio is split across 632 loans from 14 countries. So that's been a quick review of my portfolio. If you have found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to not miss out on future videos. If you have made any changes to your P2P lending portfolio, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.